important. I don't know what God you believe in, but it's very important. And a lot of people are sending in their daily dose of Vim. Let me just go straight into it. Of course, you can also send your daily dose of Vim to this magic tablet right here, 055-033-1511. And let me read some messages. Okay, so this says, good morning, my angel. Okay, you look amazing, thank you. Time and tide waits for no man. Don't wait for anyone to push you. Get it yourself. Raspa from Takrady. That's get it yourself. Basically, that's what Raspa is saying. Thank you, Raspa. And this is also from Hannah. She's from Cape Coast. I want you to play me Overdose. Don't worry, we'll play it for you. We'll play it for you, don't worry. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained. As Marie Curie says, but in all, I write poems of my own and would like my poems to go viral. Can you help me? Okay. Basically, she's saying, I believe that we are gifted for something, and so use your gift. And she's also saying she writes poems. Thank you, Hannah, for your message. Let me quickly move on to another person. Hello, MX24. I would like you to share Running by Ladipo featuring Fireboy as my daily dose of Vim this morning. Thank you. Thank you as well for your message. I think we can do that tomorrow or some other time. But duly noted, your request has been duly noted. But most importantly, today is Throwback Thursday. So I want you to share your throwback jams, old-time throwback songs with us. And today we're just going to be playing throwback jams as well. And let me move on to Godwin from Paraku. What keeps me pushing every day is belief and faith. In Mark 9:23, if you can believe, everything is possible to whom who believe. And the last thing is my dreams, visions, and reason. Good morning. This is my first time on the show. In fact, it's a 5-star for you guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Gideon from Paraku. Belief and faith is what keeps him motivated. Good morning, I'm Kenneth Asante from Wager. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to myself. Kenneth, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kenneth, and we wish you all the best. Thank you for watching the morning show and keeping you. And he says, my daily dose of Vim is, life has officially taught me that anyone can switch up, no matter how the history bond is. So invest in yourself, build yourself, make yourself happy. I request a song for myself, On God by Shatta Wale. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Once again, a happy birthday to you. Hello, guys. I am Daniela from Kumasi. Good morning to you. My daily dose of Vim is the path you take determines your future. Don't forget, your destiny is in your hands. It is in your hands. Your destiny is in your hands. I like that from Daniela. And let me quickly take a final one from you. A lot of messages, actually. You guys sent a lot of messages. Good morning, good morning, good morning. MX24 Television. This is Cultured. Cultured, our favorite viewer. One of our favorite viewer, let me add. Inside Asaman Kese. My motivation message today is, life has no limit except the ones you make. Life has no single limit except the ones you make. So keep doing, keep pushing, and keep doing whatever you do. Prisla, watching from Techiman, my daily dose of Vim today is, advice is more agreeable in the mouth than in the ear. Alberta, good morning, Chichi. You look amazing. This is my very, very last one. Alberta, unto the Lord be the glory. Great things he has done, greater things he will do. I'm happy to be grateful. I'm happy and grateful to be alive, to see the last day in June. In the first half of the year, I have had my share of challenges, but yes, I am here. Gratitude, that's my daily dose of Vim. Gratitude is most important. Thank you so much for sharing your daily dose of Vim. Unfortunately, we couldn't read all of them, but we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your daily dose of Vim with us. Now let's move on to Coffee Daily, but before that, let me remind you that the problem of human trafficking is real. both within our borders and across them. Picture a child that you know and love, a niece or nephew, a sibling, maybe even a child, taken away from you to work on the water lake for 8 hours. Picture yourself, your sister, brother, mother, or father deceived to pay money to travel to any of the Gulf countries for work. Picture you or your sister gets there and all she experiences is that her passport is taken away from her and she's made to work for 15 hours a day. She's sexually and physically abused daily, and she has nowhere to run to. This is the devastating and brutal reality of human trafficking within and across our borders. As a country, we have the institutions and one of the robust laws to end this dehumanizing problem. We must urgently invest in building a minimum of 10 shelters for male and female and survivors within the next 2 years. Let us be each other's keeper by reporting any suspected cases of human trafficking to the nearest police station. We can use our voice, resources, and influence to support the established state institutions to protect our children, sisters, and loved ones. Together, we can end human trafficking within and across our borders until all are free. We are definitely not free. If you see something, please, please, please say something. Now let's move on to what's been trending. What's been trending on social media, what's been trending on various news sites, and what's been happening in the last 24 hours. Coffee Daily. And let me start with the very first story, and this has been trending. Arise Ghana has been trending. Arise Ghana did a demonstration yesterday. Now, the Arise Ghana protesters presented a petition to the Finance Ministry and Parliament demanding action to address the cost of living crisis and unpopular government policies. After a march from the El-Wak Stadium to the ministries, the protesters in the petition called for electronic transfer levy to be scrapped, interventions on petroleum price hikes, and actions on growing unemployment, among others. It also cited concerns with the potential reintroduction of the Ejapa deal. Receiving the petition at the Finance Ministry, Deputy Finance Minister Abena Opare assured that the government was working to address the rising cost of living and some living concerns. She also insisted that the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the corona pandemic has contributed to Ghana's economic struggles. Yes, and that's basically what's been happening with the Arise Ghana. A number of people have been tweeting about this, actually. A lot of people have been reacting on social media, as some are in support of the demonstration, others are not. But let me quickly read some of them. Reactions on Twitter, and this is, I didn't expect to see this huge number due to what happened yesterday, that is on Tuesday, but you have shown you are suffering from this excruciating hardship, and that's from Sami Jainfi. He's quoting Sami Jainfi. Kwesi_Piano says, we can endure up to some level, but if we can't take it anymore, it's definitely going to be bloody. Should there be any intimidation from the police or the army? Hashtag Arise Ghana protest. We are suffering. Hashtag Arise Ghana protest or demonstration. And also, we came, we saw, and we conquered. The intimidation of the government through the police. Hashtag Arise Ghana. One of the best, well-organized and well-attended demonstration in recent times. Hashtag Arise Ghana Demo. I see this politically motivated demonstration in Ghana. Hashtag Arise Ghana protest against the incumbent government. Then I ask myself, what are their demands? Aside from expressing their displeasure towards the government over economic hardship, will this put government on their toes? He's asking a question. But let me know what you make of the Arise Ghana protest. Send it to us on our magic tablet, and of course I'll read it. Remember, you're a major part of the show, so please send in your messages and reactions to every single story we cover here on the show. Now let me move on to another story. A member of the Ghana Journalists Association has filed an application seeking an injunction to be placed on the swearing-in of the newly elected GJA president, Albert Dumfor. According to the plaintiff, Justice Lee Abodwe, the bribery allegation leveled against Albert should have been investigated before the elections were held. The injunction was served to the officials of the GJA on Wednesday, 29th June, a day before the swearing-in was to take place. Justice Lee is hoping the court declares the election of Albert as GJA president void. Okay, let's move on to another story that's international news. Germany will return a goddess statue that was stolen from Cameroon 120 years ago. This is part of a growing trend to give back artifacts taken during the colonial era. A civil society initiative, Bring Back Ngonso, that's the name of the goddess, has been campaigning for the statue return for years. Also, the Nso people say they have suffered numerous calamities since the statue was stolen. The Ngonso has a central role for the community and she's considered as a mother deity. The Peruvian Cultural Heritage Foundation said the female figure known as Ngonso, I hope I pronounced that right, will be returned to the kingdom of Nso in northwestern Cameroon. It was taken by colonial officer Ket von Pavel and donated to Berlin's Ethnological Museum in 1903. The foundation has also announced that it will return 23 pieces to Namibia and is planning an agreement to repatriate objects to Tanzania. Well, this is something a lot of people have been talking about. Give us back what you stole from us. So if you took something from us during the colonial era, it's time for you to give us back, and I think that is the best, basically. Let's move on to sports news. And GFA, Ghana Football Association, has approved the recommendation of the 18 Premier League clubs and the Autonomous Premier League Implementation Committee for the full implementation of the Autonomous Premier League in the 2023-2024 season. It will be recalled that the Executive Committee had earlier approved for the implementation of the Premier League in the 2022-2023 football season. However, the committee, headed by Hearts of Oak board chairman Togui Akwede, in their meeting with the Ghana Premier League club last Tuesday to discuss the finalization of the legal processes and procedures leading to the GPL going autonomous, recommended a full implementation of the Premier League in the 2023-2024 season. The GFA will continue to manage and organize the Premier League for one more season with some more involvement of the clubs until it goes fully autonomous in 2023 and 2024 season. And now, Romelu Lukaku has returned to Inter Milan on a season-long loan just a year after leaving Chelsea. Inter has agreed to pay a loan fee of about 8 million euros for Lukaku, who helped them to win Serie A in 2020-2021.
Ciao Romelu,
ciao.
Bentornato.
Grazie.
Quali sono le tue emozioni di essere di nuovo qui all'Inter?
Emozioni forti, penso che la storia che ho avuto un anno fa qui.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight
at Inter Milan, and he's been in touch with the Inter coach, and he's been working with them at the back doors until now. So, well, let's see how that goes for Lukaku. Now let's move on to Emma Raducanu. She returned and proved to be an anticlimax act as the US Open champion exited in the second round with a straight set defeat by Caroline Garcia. Living up to the hype has proved impossible for the 19-year-old so far, as she slipped to a 6-3, 6-3 loss on the center court.
At a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters.
Instagram is working to make the app the best place for creators to earn a living. To deliver this goal, they have announced new updates in the areas of IG Creators Marketplace, Reels, NFT, and more. Here's a detailed explanation from Instagram head Adam Mosseri.
We want Instagram to be the best place for creators to make a living online. But we know that for each creator, how to make money from social media is going to be different. So over time, we want to provide a whole suite of different ways for creators to make money. Today, we're announcing a number of new features around a creator marketplace, improvements to Reels, NFT expansion, and extending a period where we don't take any fees from creators. The first is the creator marketplace. Now, branded content is a multi-billion-dollar industry on Instagram. It's how a lot of creators make money around the world. The creator marketplace is a new space within the app where creators can find brands and brands can find creators and look for opportunities to work together. The second is improvements to Reels. Now, you've been able to make your Reels that you post on Instagram eligible to show up on Facebook for a while now. What we're announcing today is the ability to proactively cross-post your Reels to Facebook. It's a small but important distinction. What this allows is for you to be eligible for all the creator monetization tools that Facebook offers, specifically things like overlay ads and Facebook bonuses. The third is we're expanding our NFT test, which NFTs have historically only been supported in the US, and we're expanding to about half a dozen countries around the world. And lastly, for all these creator monetization tools that we're announcing today, but also for our whole suite of tools, we're extending the period with which we're going to take no fees from creators. We had originally announced that we're going to take no fees to the end of 2022 this year. We're extending that to the end of 2023 next year, because we want to make sure that given all that's going on in the world right now, we're doing all we can to help support creators. Now, if you want to read more about this, you can check out my link in bio. And if you get any comments, concerns, questions, please comment with them down below. See you next week. Peace.
And Instagram is doing the most. If you're a creator, I'm sure you will like this, but let us know if you like these new features. But for now, please remember that in support of the End Human Trafficking campaign, we urge you to please say something when you see something. If you see or suspect any case of human trafficking, please call this toll-free number 0800 800 800 or 0800 900 900. Until all are free, we are not free. See something, please say something. And up next is MX Breaks, and Dinah, our one and only Afrogirl, will be joining us shortly. To stay.
I am the Afrogirl, and welcome to MX Breaks, where I give you all the updates in the world of entertainment and lifestyle in Ghana and across the world. And I see that we have a different somebody sitting right here in her pink. We say, what color is it?
It's a little bit of wine.
It's burgundy. Is it burgundy?
I'm sorry.
It's wine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I think it looks like your pants.
Yes. See, we are matching.
You look amazing.
Thank you. I do this every day. How are you?
I'm
and
doing
how is it
well.
hosting the show?
Oh,
How's
been
it going?
fun. It's been great so far. I think our viewers are loving the vibe.
When you have somebody fair sitting there or behind your screen, there you know that something good,
something sweet.
Yes, I can see that.
Tell us what's happening.
Moving on to our very first story for today. Shatta Wale has given up on denying claims that he staged a publicity stunt to cause fear and panic in society. Shatta has been appearing in court ever since his arrest in October 2021. If you do not recall, he and 3 others were arrested for faking reports that he had been shot and rushed to an emergency ward. However, the police followed the reports and later realized that the dancehall act was never admitted to any hospital in Accra. Later, Shatta claimed he faked the shooting incident to draw attention to a doom prophecy. According to reports, the court presided over by Emmanuel Esando has slapped Shatta Wale with a 2,000 cedis fine for falsely claiming he was dead in October last year. Failure to pay the fine will result in Shatta Wale serving a term of 3 months in prison. You have a lot to say. Just say it. 2K.
Chicken change.
2K.
Chicken change.
Somebody that can just spread that in traffic for people.
Dollars. This is even Ghana.
I'm so disappointed because you've been going back and forth. Yeah. Then there was the medical incident. Even that one cried, they asked him to pay something small and everybody was pissed about it. But with Shatta Wale's own and with everything that has happened, I'm very surprised that it was just 2,000 cedis that I'm sure he was even carrying in the courts. When they said it now, then he gave it to them. That's collect.
But you know, the truth is our laws work differently. Okay. And so if the law doesn't require that you go to jail or you pay a hefty amount of money, you will not be made to pay that.
Yeah, but they made so much noise about it with the going and the coming, and he can't go outside to perform, and he can't do this, he can't do that. It was just like a lot of, I don't know.
You know, initially like, because he was pleading not guilty, I think that was what was dragging the whole thing. And I also feel maybe we actually wanted to pull his legs a little bit, just so he understands that the law is working in Ghana. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to our second story. Popular Afropop singer Yemi Alade has showered accolades on herself after performing live on stage for the first time without makeup. She performed yesterday in Belgium and later took to her Instagram page to share how liberated she felt and how much courage it took her, especially because it was unplanned. And we have a short statement that she put on social media, if we can have it. Yes, so she said this: for the first time in my entire career, I went on stage with no makeup, costume attire, no pre-stage photo up. It wasn't my plan in the beginning, but I have never felt so uninhibited, musically unhinged, a freaking rock star. Thank you, Brussels. I'm thirsty for more. And I'm so excited for her because, see, doing certain things without makeup, it takes
a certain amount of courage, especially when we've lived in a society where you have to look a certain way. You have to have this, your face contoured, your nose, your lips, your this and that. And you are a popular figure. You're performing at a national
event.
So
I'm so proud of her. She's done so well. And it takes some kind of
courage.
To be able to do this. And
let's normalize no makeup.
Let's normalize it.
Tomorrow, no makeup. No makeup.
No makeup for the show.
Dinah, are you up for this?
We are doing what? Skincare tomorrow.
Yes. No makeup.
All right.
Dinah.
We are doing this.
We are doing this.
Yeah. Moving on to our third story, which has been trending. R&B star R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for using his superstardom to subject young fans, including some children, to systemic sexual abuse. The singer and songwriter, who is 55 years, was convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking last year at a trial that gave voice to accusers who had once wondered if their stories were being ignored because they were black women. The sentence came yesterday after hearing from several survivors who attested to how Kelly's exploitation reverberated across their lives. And I think this has been a long time coming, to be honest. There's been so many stories. And you know, the movie that, is it a movie or the documentary that came out and all of it, it's heartbreaking to see that somebody you hold in a certain esteem will do this to women and will do this. Young children. Oh my God. Honestly, I feel like we have to hold people responsible for a lot of things. And this I'm sure it took a lot out of the ladies to come out and say that, no, I want to do something about this today. And then for all of them to come out in their numbers and to tell their stories.
Oh, and I commend the very first person that started, because if one person did not come out, that's how everyone was going to be silent. And you know, talking about being raped or sexually abused, it takes courage. If I have been sexually abused, it would take me a very long time, because obviously everybody's going to be looking at me. Oh, this lady was sexually abused. Oh, why did you do this? Why did you go there? Why did you do this? Why did you go to him at a particular time? What did you expect when he was giving you the money? All these things. So it takes a lot of courage. And if that first person did not make that step of, okay, I want this guy to be punished, all these other people wouldn't have
I'm so proud of all the ladies who came out, and especially because they were black women as well, and majority of them didn't think that their stories will be heard because of their color. I mean, come on, you've done so well. Big up yourselves. Moving on to our last story, Kim Kardashian and her attorney are hitting back over claims that her skincare line, Skin by Kim, is a trademark infringement of the similarly named brand Skin Plus, used by a small business owner, Sydney Lansford. Lawyers for Lansford first served Kim with a cease and desist letter last July, claiming that her Brooklyn-based company, Beauty Concepts LLC, provided salon and skincare services under the name Skin Plus since July 2017. However, a statement from Kim's lead attorney, Michael Rhodes, calls it nothing more than a shakedown effort from Miss Lansford and her legal team to damage Kim's name and reputation and leverage a large settlement. Lansford and her legal team have accused Kardashian of trying to use her celebrity status to bully a small business for the rights to use the trademark, sorry. But honestly, this particular name is SKKN.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody, I think Lori Harvey came out with a skincare line and it's SKN. Then there's Kim Kardashian is SKKN. And then this particular person is SKKN plus. I don't know why we want to toe that
why
line.
SKKN?
Skin. I don't know why they all want those particular letters, but this person has had it since July 2017. So I mean, if no, let's turn the tables around. If Kim had her brand in 2017 and it was SKKN, and somebody comes and is doing SKKN plus, what would she do?
Yeah,
she would send the person to jail. She would do the same thing that this person is doing. So I don't see why, because she's a big business, and this is a small business, and the people are saying that it's a small black owned business, and so why is Kim doing this to us, like all of those things. But yeah, I really hope the other lady wins, because
but why? Because you are Kim Kardashian. Whatever name you decide, you can even say Pen and name your skin brand Pen. People will patronize you. So why SKK whatever?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know. Anyways, so that's about it for MX Breaks with me, the Afrogirl. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms at @the_Afrogirl. And don't forget, 3 p.m. there's MX Live with Jason LA. Chichi.
Okay, Afrogirl, thank you.
You're welcome.
You look lovely as usual.
Thank you.
Please make sure to take the pictures.
We will.
Angle. We want angles. Thank you so much, Afrogirl. And that's it for MX Breaks. That's it for Coffee Daily. Let me just quickly inform you that the music, magic, and comedy is back. MMC Live is back. Saturday, 30th July at the Grand Arena. 3 exciting arts will come to play. Music, magic, and comedy all on one stage. Pleasant tunes mixed with laughter, a touch of unthinkable. Performing live is the Golden Boy Kitty, Evergreen Adina, Rib Cracker, Clemento Suarez, Kenny Black from Nigeria, and South African magician Regards. You don't have to miss this. Tickets are going for a cool 100 for single and 150 for double. Purchase the tickets via mobile money for the short with the short code *713*33*10#. MMC Live is powered by Global Media Alliance and proudly sponsored by HD Plus, Scent of Life, Bagundo Cosmetics, South African Airways, and Eddie's Pizza. You can't miss this. 30th July. Grab your tickets now. *713*33*10#. Up next is Lifestyle Daily, and we'll be discussing men's health. Basic tips for men. You don't want to miss it. But in the meantime, this is another throwback song for Samini. Let's enjoy.
Wanga zongo barao, aruba fiskan lago, achireido, break malam, wanga zongo barao, aruba fiskan lago, achireido, Mohisafi, wallahi, break malam, love it to lie we, cause Almighty not deny we, so we tell Babylon don't try we are God blessed, in everything we put God first, Satan them a worship them a God lazy, so we kill him. No let and day. What we are make go another one day. Tell them go on this if them want this. Cause the last time I check me still around this. Duba, break malan, is cookie. Wanga zongo barao, is cookie. Aruba fiskan lago, is cookie. Achireido, break malan, is cookie. Wanga zongo barao, is cookie. Aruba fiskan lago, is cookie. Achireido. Basko pampa na pampa, stick up high. You want dance with the beat go down. Achireido, get the baby bronya. Basko pampa na pampa, stick up high. You want dance with the beat go down. Achireido, get the baby bronya. From DC we run the zongo. No time for no empty conco. Like the banja, they love the conco. The conco. From DC we run the zongo. No time for no empty conco. Like the banja, they run the conco. Hey, me I love the conco. Yeah, I feel now you starting to see the baby bronya. Yeah, no more sufra, but Kenya. Break malan, wanga zongo barao, aruba fiskan lago, achireido, break malan, wanga zongo barao, aruba fiskan lago, achireido, Muhisafi, wallahi, break malan, nothing to lie with, cause Almighty not deny we, so we tell Babylon don't try we are God blessed, everything we do we put God first, Satan them a worship them a godless, so we kill them in every aspect. What we are make go another one day. Tell them go on this if them want this. Cause the last time I check me still around this. Duba, break malan, wanga zongo barao, Aruba Fiskan Lago, Achireido, Break Malan, Wanga Zongo Barao, Aruba Fiskan Lago, Element, Achireido, my element, yeah, high grade element, mix my sarcastic, yeah, my tune blasting. He's cocky, he's cocky, he's cocky, he's cocky, he's cocky.
Did you know that omega-3 and vitamin D have benefits for our bodies? Try 7C's cod liver oil. The liquid-filled capsule contains omega-3 to support heart, brain, and vision, and vitamin A and D to support strong bones, the immune system, and help maintain healthy skin and hair. Available in liquid and capsules. Ask your pharmacist for advice. Try 7C's today. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. This has been Medifacts for 7C's.
Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds. The Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak. You, my friend, are very welcome.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Okay, sweet, but your love is sweeter. My hair, you take for my hair. I know fit to reset.
The gossip, maybe I was born faithful until the first female suddenly broke a vow.
I feel like you don't be my baby.
What else?
I broke down my business. I shall you go buy to.
And you know, I hire a permanent fan. Yeah, free cocoa, being called, yeah, bad things go from a side.
No hands, still I can't believe it. You know what I mean? I was young, what you expect from me? It is what it is.
Meet the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversation, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
I'm Catherine from Ghana Made, and welcome to our series called Find Your Way Back, where I'll be interviewing amazing individuals that have moved back to Ghana from the diaspora.
We
have to be willing to take a little bit of a risk
Yeah.
and be willing to leave some of the comforts behind.
You know, shit was meant to be hot.
Yeah.
But then regardless...
It wasn't hot for you?
It wasn't hot for me.
Okay.
Needed to adapt to the Ghana way of living, but not take that
from them.
Exactly.
It's such a beautiful country.
It is.
Our people are so beautiful. Yeah.
Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Turn down for
what? Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture.
in a leg book, boa.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip. Shake your body.
No topic is off limits. The pain of experiencing a miscarriage is something that can crumple your world. We're talking postpartum bodies and everything in between. And they share their story on their battle with infertility. The touching stories of the African woman rolls before you.
I was disappointed in God, in life, in myself.
How many losses have you had?
After that, we had 4 more.
What?
I shouted, I said,
we lost vision, we lost any sound beyond crying.
Our mistakes, advices, regrets, real stories, and more on We Got This Africa. Na Ashakor and her intriguing panel serve you real experiences of the African woman. We Got This Africa.
We got this.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. Thank you so much for staying tuned to MX24 television. This is the AM Club, where we make sure to keep you entertained, inspired, informed, educated. But before we move on to Lifestyle Daily, tu comprends français? What is your level of French language? The ability to communicate in the French language gives you an upper hand in your career, education, travel experience. Come to Alliance Française Accra. At Alliance Française, we help you develop an all-round language skill, and that is reading, writing, speaking in a multicultural and multinational environment. We have experienced professional and experienced teachers. We have flexible time schedules in case you are too busy and you think you will make time. We have flexible time schedules. We have in-person, online, hybrid classes. We also do have French for teenagers and children aged 3 years and above. If you want to register, please call 050-128-7814, 050-128-7814, or WhatsApp the number 050-128-7814. You can also WhatsApp on 050-128-7818. Visit www.afacra or afacra.org, basically. And French up your life now. French is very important. So it's now time for Lifestyle Daily, and as we mentioned earlier, we're going to be discussing men's health, how important it is for you, if you are watching a man, to cater for your health. Basic things you need to know as a man in terms of your health. What you've been doing right, you obviously will continue. What you've been doing wrong will tell you not to continue. So basically, to start this conversation, every month of June, we celebrate men's health to bring awareness to the health issues affecting men. This month is all about to encourage the men in your life to take care of their bodies by eating right, exercising, and working to prevent diseases. The purpose of Men's Health Month is to heighten the awareness of preventable health problems and encourage early detection and treatment of diseases including cancer, heart diseases, and depression. But before we get to it, remember you're a major part of the show. Please tell us what you make of the topic. Do you have questions on what we are discussing? Are you a man? Are you struggling with any men-related issue? Do you have any concerns as a man? Do you have any health issue? Please send it to our WhatsApp number 055-033-1511. Whatever question or reaction to what we'll be discussing, please send it to this particular number. And we have our guest joining us via Zoom. We have Dr. Michael Norte and Dr. Michael Baini, and they are both medical doctors. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Hello, good morning.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Good morning.
Nice to meet both of you. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Dr. Michael Norte. Both of you are actually Michael, so sometimes it's difficult I have to mention their surname if I'm referring to one of you. But Dr. Michael Norte, this is the first time I'm meeting you. Norte, thank you very much. This is the first time I'm meeting you, so you're officially welcome to the AM Club, and you're officially an AM Club member.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Dr. Michael, I hope you've been well as well.
Yes, I am very fine.
Yeah, a resident doctor. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. First of all, June is dedicated to men's health. And today is 30th June. It means that from the beginning of June 1st to 30th, a number of conversations have been ongoing on men's health. And we want to wrap up the month with a conversation on men. But how important is it to have a month set aside to celebrate men? And let me start with Dr. Baini.
Okay, so the month of June, just like the way we have Pinktober, where it's basically about breast cancer awareness month, but we tend to talk about females more, and lots of times we have most of these health awareness weeks, health awareness days, they are normally female related kind of.
Yeah.
So it looks like June has been set aside just for men. Today I'm very sorry I'm not wearing my blue, but we use the color blue to be able to signify that we are talking about men's health. I think Dr. Norte is actually in the right frame because his background is blue. Although he's not wearing blue, he's having a background that is blue. So you can look at this and then it will tell you that we are talking about men's health. Now, why is it so important for us to talk about men's health? You see, when you look all over the world, including Ghana is in the world. So including Ghana, most of the times, the life expectancy for females is a little bit higher than that of a male. Yeah. On the average, it's about 5 years. In Ghana, the life expectancy for a man is 63 years. For a woman, is 69 years. That's about 6 years difference, and it's accounted for by a lot of reasons. I think as we go on, possibly we'll be mentioning some of the reasons why men actually go down. But the thing is that most of the times these are, we will talk about the gender and all these things, but most of the times it's men that carry the home in a certain way, they lead the home in a certain way. We are trying to deconstruct that particular thing though. But for now, how society is actually framed in such a way that men are kind of the leaders of the home in a certain way.
Yeah.
So anytime they go down with health-related issues because of the fact that maybe they didn't really pay attention to the things we're going to talk about today, it's not just the man that goes through it, okay? It's the whole family, okay? It's the whole family going through it. That is why we need to talk about it, because when it comes to hospital and they are lying on the sick beds, although we are taking care of them, you see the agony in the eyes of their wives and their children because their father is in the hospital. So although we are talking about men's health, invariably we are actually talking about the whole family. So it's all inclusive. It's not just men.
Dr. Notte, since Dr. Baine has brought this up on the issue of why women tend to outlive the men, why do you think that's so?
Okay, for most of the time, men have behavioral, what's it called? Their behavioral activities predispose them to maybe passing on early. So men mostly are risk takers. They may engage in life-threatening activities that one would cause them their lives. Also, at that behavioral activities, men are more likely to smoke as compared to women, and smoking, in essence, can affect your life expectancy. Then there's the biological reasons as well. It's known that estrogen, which is found in women, actually helps reduce cardiovascular diseases. So we have, it's known that this estrogen that's found in women can reduce their levels of the bad or circulatory cholesterol, in essence, reduce their cardiovascular risk as well. And some researchers do say that women naturally have better immune systems. So among other things, this makes the women live longer as compared to men.
Do you also think some bit of emotions and hiding emotions play a role? Because in our society, men are expected to be very strong, very active, and so when they are having issues, health-related, psychological, or whatever aspect of the life, they tend to keep it in and not express it and seek for help.
Yes, please, I agree to that perfectly. So in essence, they may come in late when symptoms are far advanced, or when precautionary measures could have put in place are well far advanced. So yes, if your emotional health is affected, it will take a toll on your physical health. That I do agree.
Now, Dr. Baine, Dr. Notte has mentioned a number of them, but I would want us to delve deeper into some of the key aspects of a man's life that men tend to ignore. What are the certain things that men tend to ignore when it comes to their health?
Okay, so I think when I was surfing online, one time I was surfing online and I was trying to see the reasons why men actually, they come in the late stages. I think it was Health in Age Foundation. Yes, Health in Age Foundation. They came up with a certain research. The research was saying that 40% of men actually don't seek help as soon as possible, or when it is so much needed. And out of these 40% of the people, 17% of them report after a week. Okay. We always say that even in business, we can actually extrapolate the same thing and we bring it to health, where every minute counts. So when you stay at home for a long time, by the time you come, in medicine, when we are treating you, we treat you based on steps. Okay. There are times where precautionary measures are going to work. There are times where just medicines are going to work. There are times where medicines and surgery are going to work. But it's not, okay, immediately you come there, we are going to do a surgery. No, that's not how it's done. So when you report early, the precautionary measures may help and just medicines may help, and you can go home and continue your job. But you come in late stages where you just need surgery for you to be healed. So I want to give you a typical example. A typical example is, let's say, hernia. Now, a lot of times men come down with hernia, some people going out hernia. When they come to the hospital, we tell them that, oh, you have this particular condition. We are not going to do a surgery now. Hold on. When you have money, you can come with your money and then we can do it for you. We'll give you a stipulated time. Okay, come around this time and then we'll be able to do it for you. They will stay home, not come, because sometimes just because of financial reasons, and sometimes just due to the fact that, oh, my father had it. I think it's a normal thing in the family. We all have it, and my father died of it. I think I can also die of it, and it's normal. It's okay. But by the time the person even comes, the person comes in an emergency, and the doctor will do whatever he can, but sometimes can't do much because time is far gone. It's just far gone. And then also due to the fact that it's not just the health-seeking behavior of a man, but proper health-seeking behavior. So you hear that still on this hernia situation, you hear them, we tell them that, oh, this very one, when you hear that, whether I even take herbs, it's not going to end. You know that kind of thing. People say that, oh, there's this particular me was sa a drew with the mawa eben nane fibroid, no, or eben nane the what do you call it, the hernia. No, at a certain stage, whether you even take help or not, you still have to go through a surgery. So it is the proper health-seeking behavior, not just poor health-seeking behavior, but proper health-seeking behavior. And then also due to the fact that, a lot of times we want to, men are quite indefatigable. We think that in our society, they should not respond to pain. So even if they are going through pain, they will never come. So my bosses used to tell me that anytime you see a man who has come to the hospital, who is wailing or even quiet, sitting down in a consulting room, comes to you, and then all he's doing is just quiet, just know that this man can leave you at any time as compared to a female. Because for a man to come to the hospital, that means that he's tried most of the things and it is not working. So it's not just about the health-seeking behavior, but proper health-seeking behavior. Then also, men tend to go like, okay, they are just almost all the time in denial. I think I had someone who ever was told that he was hypertensive about 2 years ago, and we told him that, oh, were you giving medication? He says, yes, I was giving medications. Did you take them? He says, I don't believe I have hypertension. Mind you, the man came down with stroke. And these are actual things. If you speak to a good number of doctors, they'll tell you that men normally want to say, okay, I don't believe whatever you are telling me. I don't think I have hypertension. I don't think I have diabetes. A lot of men do have urinary symptoms, but they'll say, oh, I don't think it's something wrong. I think I'm just drinking a lot of water. But you'll be shocked that is just the early sign of prostate cancer. So when you come, we'll be able to help you. Sometimes you don't even need a surgery for it. But most of the times, they would stay at home. They've been told that possibly you have to go and do this test. Want to see us whether you have prostate cancer or not. Let's just start doing something about it. They'll stay at home. And by the time they come, it has moved from where it's supposed to be in the prostate to other places where even surgery is meaningless, even if you do a surgery and the person would finally leave. So these are some of the anecdotes, the reasons why men actually leave before women. Not because sometimes, we have scientific basis to it, like the estrogen levels and all, but most of the times it's actually due to the fact that people don't want to seek help at the right time. And even if they seek the help, they will seek the help in the proper manner.
Listening to you, Dr. Baine, I get a lot of mental aspects, emotional aspect, and psychological aspect in what you've been saying, because a number of these denials has to do with their emotions, psychology, and how their way of life mentally, how they've been trained to as a man, as a young boy, and now they are matured. Let me come to you, Dr. Norte. How important is mental health for men?
Very important, as it is. We describe health as not being the absence of physical ailments alone, but it should be mentally well, physically well, emotionally well as well. If you have issues with your mental faculties, you are not able to handle work or home responsibilities well, it would show or it would manifest itself in your physical health as well. Usually men who have struggles with maybe their finances or maybe upkeep with the home and all, they usually lose interest in what they are doing. They are usually easily fatigued. They get tired easily with their work. They do not gain that satisfaction which they usually had or have in their work as well. And it shows in their output. Productivity becomes low as a result. So mental health is very important, as it is. If you are struggling with something, it could be even an addiction. Maybe you are using a hard drug or you are into illicit drugs. It would affect you negatively. In the long run, it would show itself in your productivity being low. Yeah.
Now, I would want to urge you, if you're watching us right now and you have any question about your health, if you're a man or a woman and you want to ask any question about a man's health, if you're struggling with any issue, health condition, and you want to ask our doctors a question, please send it to our number 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Now, let me, still on you, Dr. Norte, I would want to ask you, how often should a man visit the hospital for checkup?
For a man who is younger than 40 years, advisable to visit the hospital at least every 3 years. For one who is above 40 years, we would want you to visit the hospital at least every year. And if you have any chronic condition, maybe hypertension, diabetes, or any other that will require that you come for frequent follow-ups, that will be decided between you and your specialist or your primary caregiver in that sense. But for anyone who is above 40, a yearly visit is good, where you screen for conditions like hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, issues with controlling your blood sugars, prostate disease, the cancers and all that, colon cancers and all that. You can also screen for the sexually transmitted diseases like HIV, hepatitis B, and all that. So for someone who is old, around 40, fairly around 40 years, a yearly screen is the way to go.
Dr. Baini, I would want you to just touch on what Dr. Norte says in terms of, he mentioned a number of diseases that are prone to men. But if you can mention 3 key killer diseases that are specifically targeted or are risk factors for men, I would want you to touch on these 3 main diseases that you think a lot of men in Ghana are at risk of getting.
Okay. So, men everywhere, including Ghana, are likely to have some things like cancers. Okay. So, for instance, the most common cause of death related to cancer in men is lung cancer. The next is prostate cancer. The next is colorectal cancer, which my senior colleague mentioned, colon cancer. You see, you just want to look out for telltale signs. And you see, he mentioned that almost every year you must be coming to the hospital and then we will be able to help you. I used to tell people that you hear people say, oh, me, I no go hospital 5 years now. I've never been to the hospital in about 5 years. You see, it is a miracle, but it's not an achievement. I take it again. For you not to visit the hospital in a whole year, it's a miracle, but it is not an achievement. Because you just need something we call a full blood count for us to be able to tell that indeed, possibly you are having a colorectal cancer. Just a full blood count, which is it's less than 50 cedis. The highest you can go, I don't want to give free adverts to people, but the highest labs that I see here in Ghana, I think it's 50 cedis. You just need a full blood count, which is less than 50 cedis. Meanwhile, iPhones are about 7,000, 8,000, but you just need 50 cedis out of that.
Yeah.
To be able to tell you that indeed you are having something that can take you away in the shortest possible time. So colorectal cancer, how will you be able to know that you have colorectal cancer? Oftentimes it may go silent, no symptom at all.
Mm-hmm.
But almost all the cancers, they all present in a certain way. They either present with anemia and weight loss. But normally if you present with anemia and weight loss, that means that it's late. Especially weight loss. It is late. We can barely do much about it. We would want to, we would do something about it just to lengthen your life expectancy, but it is not going to, we will do so much, but we'll achieve very little.
Right.
So that is why you need to be going to the hospital, just for you to be having certain tests done. Full blood count, you should have a PSA done, something we call prostate specific antigen, for us to be able to know that your prostate is enlarging or there's something going on with you. Most of the cancers we have in the world are actually symptomless. Or they are symptoms, but you don't even recognize them. So I always tell people, come to the hospital, let us just have some baselines. And the more you have the baselines, I tell people that you have smartphones, try and take a picture of it and save it on a Google Drive. Even if you don't understand what it means by Google Drive, tell someone to save it on your Google Drive. Then we have a serialized investigation for you. So we know that your prostate specific antigen is around something. So when it is increasing, the doctor knows that indeed I need to start seeing you every 3 months. But if you come every 5 years during this one, malaria, when you come, you tell us that, oh, you've been having this urinary symptom and you need help. Possibly it has even started spreading already. So he would do so much, but he would achieve it. So the baseline investigations are very, very important. You must go to the hospital. I always tell people that at least in a year, come and say hi to us. Come and say hi, say hello, then you can go home. At least we'll possibly tell you something. I mean, let's chat with you or something.
Dr. Baine, let me just quickly take you through some of the questions you're receiving from our viewers right now. This person says, so as a man in Ghana, some of the people tease me for our ailment. Some nurses have even told me before that I am behaving like a woman. I prefer herbal treatment as a man. It's cheaper and even more effective. Sometimes hospitals may diagnose you with something even wrong. Our Ghanaian hospitals are also not the best. As a man, you should take care of your health. People underestimate the importance of this. I go for full health checks once a year, but it's become expensive. Are there any alternatives? I would just want to add one more, and then we can probably address it very briefly. This person says, what's the danger that happens maybe when you are maybe diagnosed with hypertension, and what are the symptoms? Finally, hi, please, I would like to know if what I have is piles or more than piles. I see clots of blood when I go to the toilet and mostly see phlegms around my anus. I used to have pain when I go to the loo at first, but I don't anymore, and the blood has stopped. Only the phlegms come. Can the piles go on its own, or unless I use drugs? And the very last question people have been asking is whether sugar affects your reproductive health. So, we have very few minutes to wrap up. So if you can just wrap everything up, and Dr. Norte can also give his final submissions.
Okay, so the piles guy. So there are stages of cancer. Sorry, did I say cancer? There are stages of piles, what we call hemorrhoids. We have 4 stages. It depends on the stage. So you cannot stage it. Come to the hospital, report it. We'll be able to tell you. There are certain stages where you need to do a surgery for it. There are certain stages. If you see that the piles cannot go back again, that one you just need to ask for permission from your health, your employer, and come to the hospital as soon as possible. But I always tell people, you cannot self-diagnose. Come to the hospital. You've seen a sign. Come to the hospital. Come and verify. Okay. For the hypertension, I've forgotten the question anyway, but I think I was talking about the symptoms of hypertension, isn't it? Number one, hypertension is symptomless. Oftentimes it is symptomless, but sometimes it can give you some telltale signs like chest pain. This chest pain comes and goes away on its own.
So for hypertension is chest pain, and is you really don't see so much symptoms, and that's important. That's why you have to go to the hospital regularly for checkup. Dr. Norte, if you can also quickly address the issue of sugar affecting man's reproductive health, and then your final submission.
Very well. So researchers have found out that consuming sweetened beverages, as in high-calorie beverages with sugar, dairy, and all that, can actually affect sperm motility, and in essence, your fertility going forward. So men should, at least those who are looking forward to having their own children, cut down on high sugary contents. That will go a long way to help their fertility. And my last submission this month is Men's Health Awareness Month. And as the purpose has been rightly said, is to help identify preventable diseases and to early identify those diseases which are chronic so that we start treatment as soon as possible. I'll take this opportunity to encourage our men out there to have screenings from time to time. Yearly screening is very important. It will help us pick up these conditions and help us manage them better going forward. I'm with Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital. As part of Men's Health Awareness Month, we are also offering a promo where you can come over, we'll screen you for conditions like prostate disease and all conditions like hypertension and diabetes at a fee, of course, but reduced fee. I would urge you to follow our social media handles. You can come here physically to our hospital too, so that we have this done for you.
Right, thank you so much, Dr. Norty. Thank you very much, Dr. Baini. But if you have more questions on your health as a man or a woman, you're concerned about your brother or father or husband or boyfriend, you can still send it to our WhatsApp tablet 05503311511. Our Dr. Baini, will respond to your messages and some of the questions you are asking. But that's it for Lifestyle Daily for now. The conversation continues online on Facebook and on our WhatsApp tablet 05503311511. In the meantime, we are moving on to Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday, we want you to request for some throwback jams, throwback music. We'll be back after this, but in the meantime, enjoy this throwback song.
This one they go, baby, make you know they talk jam.
Rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis.
MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Sweet, but your love is sweeter. My hair, you take for my hair. I know fit to reset.
The gossip, maybe I was born faithful until the first female suddenly broke a vow.
I feel like you don't be my baby.
What
if I broke, now my business. I'll show you go buy to.
Yeah, back home. And you know, I hire a permanent fan. Yeah, free cocoa, being called, yeah, bad things go from a side. I come inside.
No hands. Still I can't believe it. You know what I mean? I was young, what you expect from me? It is what it is.
Need the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversations, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds. The Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak. You, my friend, are very welcome.
I'm Catherine from Ghana Made, and welcome to our series called Find Your Way Back, where I'll be interviewing amazing individuals that have moved back to Ghana from the diaspora.
You have to be willing to take a little bit of a risk,
Yes.
and be willing to leave some of the comforts behind.
You know, shit was meant to be hot.
Yeah.
But then regardless,
It wasn't hot for you?
it wasn't hot for me.
I needed to adapt to the Ghana way of living, but not take that
from them.
Exactly.
It's such a beautiful country.
It is.
Our people are so beautiful. Yeah.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture.
In the leg book, boah, 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 boah.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Shake your
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do things in circumstances and situations that when people see, they will acknowledge that this is not the effort of man, but this must be the finger of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant living for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
ICGC Evangel Temple presents The Kingdom Culture with Reverend Eric Ampofo on MX24 this and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
DJ NY Trouble. Trouble NY DJ. NY Trouble DJ. I don't know which is which. Welcome to the AM Club.
Thank you.
Tell me, what exactly is your name?
My real name is Isaiah Nanaya Adai.
Okay, so we're from the NY Trouble DJ.
Trouble, like I'm troublesome, so like trouble and so yeah. My real name is Nanaya, so NY stands for Nanaya, and Trouble is my nickname. So yeah, so NY Trouble. So you can just imagine, yeah.
NY Trouble DJ. Well, tell us about your journey so far. How long have you been doing this DJ thing, giving us the ones and twos and the music? How long have you been into it?
So far, I've been I've been DJing for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay.
6 years. Yeah. Yeah.
And where do you see yourself going? What's the plan?
The plan is big.
Okay.
So,
Tell me a little bit.
Well, I see myself from 2 years now, like to be one of the biggest DJs in Ghana. Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot to do, though. Yeah, it's a long way coming.
It's a long way coming. It's time for us to jump. My dancing shoes are on. I don't know about you, but please turn on your MX24. If you're not watching, tell someone else. If someone else is not watching, tell the person to watch right now, because we're about to dance, we're about to chill. And I want you to please send in your request. Do you have any throwback song that you've been willing to listen to? Just send it to my magic tablet 055 033 1511. NYDJ, take us away.
Sweet baby, UK baby, and now brought Richie with me. We're about to get paid, baby.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Want Yori Yori and Chop My Money by P Square. Yori Yori is from Brackets. So please give us Yori Yori. And we do my Yori, we do everything is Yori, or Chop My Money. DJ NY, please show them. Hey.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
I respect you, girl, spend it for you every night.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new...
So this is Slow Down by Wizkid and R2Bs. Slow Down by Wizkid and R2Bs. And this one also is requesting for Walai by R2Bs. DJ NY, please give me.
First. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
I be rocking every party.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music.
Of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister...
And this is Prince Alex from Nigeria. He's watching from Nigeria right now. Holla to Your Boy by Wizkid. Holla to Your Boy. Holla to... And then let me also read another one. There are a number of them. Play Me One Done or Time Will Tell by King Kels. And this one also wants Booga by Kiss Daniel. Unfortunately, we're only doing throwback songs, so we can't play Booga. But this says, I Want Glory by Sarkodie. And he's Sadiq. Sadiq wants Glory by Sarkodie. So DJ, NY, are you ready? Okay.
is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July.
Oh my God. Okay, so Ginger by Wizkid. This is our final song. This is from Klaus from Kaswa. Ginger by Wizkid. If you have Pressure by Keche as well. You can also fuse that in. Or No One Like You by P Square. But whichever one you want to choose, please just do.
Let's start with No One Like You by P Square.
Okay.
Then we'll
but in the
continue.
meantime, give us your social media handles where we can reach you while we jump and enjoy ourselves to wrap up the show.
So on Facebook, it's Real Brian Anaya, and on Instagram, it's NY_Trouble DJ, same as Snap. Yeah.
NY_Trouble DJ, and that's it for Throwback Thursday.
And also every Friday and Saturday and Wednesday night, I play at Mood Bar inside Osu.
Nice.
So this Friday, catch me at Osu Mood Bar and let's have fun.
NY_Trouble DJ, and that's it for Throwback Thursday. But for now, we are going to jump to some music. Keep your
For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243-024-552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 243-024-552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243-024-552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship.
Myself I did wonder. Now I don't tire. Now what's the wahala? Be this so she dey give me pressure. Myself I did wonder. Now I don't tire. Now what's the wahala?
It's legendary beats.
MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music.
Drive us off, you don't need the license. Holla her, she can even ride it. Go ahead, move your feet just like this. Then he showed me the latest. We walk over them haters. Now what you do, man, azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto. We walk over them haters, haters, haters.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Inquiries call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense.
In the throwback mode, tell me, what is your favorite throwback song? All-time favorite?
All-time?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Wizkid and R2B's. They just played it.
Which one?
Slow Down.
Please sing a line.
Slow down, yeah. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. Oh, give me.
Do I even have?
You have to. You have to.
Do I even have?
All-time
favorite
throwback song. No one comes to mind.
No, like I have plenty songs in my mind. I don't really have that favorite song.
Okay, which one? Which one do you have in mind right now?
A lot of them.
Oh, my name is Do back.
Oh, okay. So let's say Sarkodie featuring Mugis.
Okay, which one? Baby. Please give me a line. Give me a line. Give me a line. Hey.
But that song is actually my one.
Anyway, our DJ will give it to us. Our DJ will give it to us pretty shortly. But quickly, let me ask you, how's your journey been for you, Eko?
Everyone knows how the Ghanaian market is. You know, an upcoming artist trying to penetrate into the mainstream level has never been easy, but we're just sailing through it. And we know very soon, at the end of every tunnel, there's light. So I'm just hoping for the best. It hasn't been too soft and too difficult, I'm just trying to adjust myself in any situation, putting singles out there, and then an EP is already out, featuring one of the topmost artists in Ghana, Kelvin Boy, on my recent track, Walkie Talkie. And then he's doing very well. I'm just hoping for the best,
Oh, but tell us a little bit about you as well. I know you're a talented musician.
Sure,
tell us more.
So let's say the journey hasn't been easy. It has always been process. So we from one stage to another, and then we are still managing things. It's not easy, My brother said it so, that the penetrating through the Ghanaian market isn't that easy as some people see it out there. Because, but then whatever it takes, we are doing good music. That is what matters.
That's what's important.
Yes.
What is that key challenge you faced so far as a very young musician? Okay,
so I think my challenge has been the challenge of all upcoming artists. That is monetary issue. Financial constraints has been the let's say the setback of all artists. Let me quote it, the talented artists who are trying to make it up there.
How about you? I would want to ask you if you could change anything in the music industry, especially to favor young talents like yourself, what would it be?
It's always gonna be how we generate revenues, right, from our music. So I have this friend, female artist in Germany. Okay. And then there was one time I needed to, show up at a certain show. I wasn't having anything on me. Okay. She was like, "You guys, don't you get paid for club appearances?" And I said, "What? Club appearances in Ghana? No, it doesn't work that way." I said, "No, for all this Corona, I've been, doing club appearances and then interviews, and then I'm being given something." I said, no, Africa is way different. So as my brother said, financial, constraint, as he said, is one of the major issues. And aside that, like, who knows who? Getting the right person to lead you to the right people is a major problem, right? Before you get there, now you're trustworthy. Before you get there, your money will even get finished before you get to the person you're supposed to meet. So the right people in the industry to hold your hand and then give you the right platforms is a big problem. And then financial issues to plenty. I know, that's really is a problem. Let's just quickly check out your latest song with Kelvin Boy. We'll be right back.
I still did the gusto. Quick voice on the street.
It's Candy Beats, oh my god.
I feel the best in that.
Bonjour, madame, can I be your friend? I'm better to the number before you go. Think about the take my hand, I feel the vibe. Close your eyes, don't look no further. No mama, you just relax. And I you were done and sleep in the water. I don't wanna wake up, don't you know? Just can't get enough of you. Oh, from the darkest night till the morning. Plumaja, plumaja, give me the plumaja, 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 give me the plumaja, 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 give me the plumaja. So let me do the walk and talk. Plumaja, give me the plumaja, 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 give me the plumaja, 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 give me the plumaja. Oh, don't you say be a location, let's focus on communicating, cause I just need
the excitement and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July.
Listen to it even before now. Sure. Where can we find it? Where can we listen to it?
Okay, so Ebe featuring Kikudalentiness on all social media, and also digital stores, Apple Music, Audio Mac, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere that you can, like, let's say, stream music.
You can
it's
find
out everywhere.
Sure. And yours too is also?
Mine is also on all
streaming platforms.
YouTube. It's actually on TikTok, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you can just
everywhere. Please follow them. Oheniba Music. We have Echo Hunter over here. Please follow them. Stream their music. Support young talents, and that is what we are doing right here on the AM Club. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Can't stop working for the